Hi, welcome to Mimi's Bowl. Today we are filming my top picks from the holiday edit, which went live on our website last week. It's a whole mix of presents and decorations and gift ideas for the holidays, all my top picks and everything you'll need to see you through the season. Today I'm going to talk you through the ones that I love the most, and there's a whole mix of products and price points, some from large retailers that we all know and love, and some from smaller independent brands that you may not have heard of. So I hope there will be something in here for everyone, and I'll talk to you about why I love these pieces in particular. So first up is this amazing faux garland from The White Company. The White Company are just amazing at Christmas, and if you haven't been on their website, definitely go on there because there's lots and lots of beautiful products. But my favourite picks are this faux garland. I think it is great value, it can be used year in and year out, and it's a lot less hassle than some big Christmas trees. So if you've got bookcases, or you've got a shelf in your kitchen, or you've got some nice old mantelpieces like this one, I think they look beautiful. You can string fairy lights through them, you can pack them away and use them next year. They're safe with children, and I think they just add a really festive touch. I like also that you could use them at other times of the year, so I think this would be really nice around Thanksgiving and maybe also for Halloween or just that autumn time of year. It's not just for Christmas, but this is definitely one of my top picks. Next up is also from The White Company, and they are these lovely felt little pears. I thought with Mimi's Bowl and all the purees that I write about, we had to have a pear or an apple. Felt decorations feature a lot in the gift guide this year. I think they are great with kids. I try and keep sort of felt decorations around the bottom of our tree. If your children are anything like mine, they will be constantly pulling things down. These are really safe and soft, and they look beautiful too. And I am going for a sort of cream colour palette this year, which I think is nice and clean. So every year I buy a few decorations and I put them in our box of special decorations for Christmas. These will be added to it, but they are a lovely safe choice with children and a lovely Mimi's Bowl logo with the pear. So next up are two smaller independent brands that you may not have heard of. One is Conscious Craft, and they have the most beautiful edit of conscious and sustainable toys and gifts and decorations, and I'm a huge fan of what they do. I bought these little angels or fairies from them. They do a whole range of little fairies and angels, so if you have a child that's into a whole imaginative world of fairies, then get on the website because there's lots to choose from. But I thought these lovely little white angels were very sweet, and again, they're soft, so they're safe for children, but they are definitely part of our holiday edit this year. So check it out, Conscious Craft online. They have a beautiful website, and this is my top pick. The second independent brand is by a brand called Piccolo. I hope I've said that right, we will link it on the video. They do a whole range of monogrammed and bespoke items, as well as decorations for the holidays. This is one with George's name on it. I've gone for the silver and white option, but there's white and gold, and there's different styles that you can choose from. The service was amazing. I hope they're watching this. I got these so quickly, so if you think you haven't got time to order them, you really do. They're linked in the gift guide, and I think it's a really nice gift as well if you've got guests staying with you over the holidays. You could get everybody's names onto some decorations, and then they could take them home as a small giveaway. Just a really small and thoughtful gift that each of us will have this Christmas and will treasure. This is a little gingerbread house kit from LAKELAND. This is a gluten-free one. I didn't choose gluten-free specifically, but I really like the design of this one. And I think this is a great activity with kids over the holidays. Everything's included in the set. It says you need to add in some butter, syrup and water, cornstarch and flour, but other than that, you've got everything in the kit here for decorating the house and assembling it. If I'm honest, in the past when I've done gingerbread house making with my children, it has ended up with a broken house. But I think the main thing is it doesn't need to look like this at the end. It's just a really fun thing to do with children. And I think the Christmas holidays can seem really long, so it's really good to buy a few things that you could do as sort of afternoon activities when it's quieter, in between kind of family lunches and things. It will stop you from going crazy. So this Lakeland gingerbread house is definitely one of my top picks. Also from Lakeland is this rolling pin. I think this is brilliant. I don't know if you can see, but it has little stars embossed into the side of the rolling pin. So when you are rolling out icing or cookies, the star impressions will go into your biscuits or your icing. I thought this was a lovely idea if you're planning to do some baking with your children over the holidays. It's not expensive, but I think it gives a really beautiful finish and it's just fun. And my daughter spied it already. I've been trying to keep some of the things we're talking about here today away from her, but she spied this and she keeps asking for the rolling pin with the stars. So I can say that this is already kid approved, but yeah, a really fun and simple idea. And if you love baking or you have a baker in the family that needs a present, this is definitely a great choice. So this is one of the sweetest advent calendars I've found. It is by MERRY. MERRY, if you don't know them, do fantastic kids decorations. Everything from fancy dress to tableware, actually to little toys now, but they have done these brilliant advent calendars for the run up to Christmas. I'm not a massive fan of the chocolate advent calendars. I find it really difficult. My daughter wants to open them in the morning. I'm not that keen on her eating chocolate before school. For smaller children, I find sometimes the ones with little flaps, they want to open them all at once, and smaller children shouldn't be having chocolate until they're about 2 because it contains caffeine. So this is a really good solution. This is a hair accessories advent calendar, and every single day they will get a bobble or a hair clip. They're sparkly. We'll link up a picture of what the inside looks like. I'm not going to open this one because this one I'm going to give to my daughter, but a whole series of accessories that she can wear that are fun and that she can use throughout the year. I thought that was a lovely idea from MERRY, and they've also done a little charm bracelet one, which is great. So those are linked in the gift guide, and I think those are a great choice in the run up to the holidays. So this is a really special pick, and I'm very happy to include this in the gift guide. These are really special teddy bears. They are made by a company called MERRYTHOUGHT. They have this little label, all of them, on their foot. And when I was born, my grandmother gave me one of these teddy bears in the hospital. And later, after I married my husband, I discovered that his granny had given him the same teddy bear in the hospital when he was born. So the tradition in our family is if someone has a baby, I always give them a MERRYTHOUGHT teddy bear. And recently they seem to be sort of expanding. There are lots more teddy bear options on the site. This is the traditional teddy bear, but I think this is the most special present for a first Christmas, and you can have your child's name engraved or sewn into the foot, and also their birth date, which is lovely. This is George's one, and it was given to him by his granny when he was born, but I think for a first Christmas it can be really hard to know what present to give, and I think this would be a forever present that would have a lot of meaning. So let me give a family tradition of ours to you, and please look up MERRYTHOUGHT bears. They are a lovely company and they make very special teddy bears. I've done a whole edit, which you can look on the website, of fun Christmas jumpers and knits. My daughter is all about Christmas jumpers and knits. I think it started at nursery school where they had to wear a Christmas jumper for the day, and now she requests one every year. This year you'll find a whole selection that I've done. There are some more tasteful grey ones with lovely polar bears on them, and there are some Scandi style red ones with snowflakes. This I thought was really nice for smaller children. It's H&M and it is a little tracksuit set, but it has a little pom-pom hood, so I thought this would be really sweet in the run up to Christmas. George is quite a big baby, so this is a big size, don't freak out. But it comes, I think, from 0 until 4 years. And you can also get it in a kind of beige version, which is perhaps a bit chicer. But yeah, really super comfy tracksuit bottoms and a lovely hooded top. I think it's practical and I think it's really sweet in the pram. And he's worn it a few times, and actually each time he's worn it, someone stopped me and asked me where I've got it from. So this is H&M, lovely soft cotton tracksuit with a little Santa Claus hood. Okay, this is a bit of a fangirl moment for me. This is a poetry book for children from a writer called Poppy Fraser. She's also a parent, and she has published 2 books before which were on cooking, which is how I know Poppy. One of which was fast 10-minute suppers for children, and if you collect cookbooks or you're looking for some new ideas, I really recommend her kids cookbook. But this is a really special book that she's done. It's a collection of poems for children, and I think this is a great present for any kid this Christmas. It's the sort of thing that they might keep, and maybe you could write them a message inside. I think what I really love about it is the poems are a whole mixture, so some are quite sort of famous, some are lesser known, but there's a whole mix, and it doesn't patronise a child. Like, I feel like there are adult poems in here too. There are things that they would learn. It's something that they might dip in and out of across their whole childhood, so it's a really special book. A lot of the kids in my life will be receiving one of these, and thank you, Poppy, for printing this, because this is special. So promise me the stars, this is my book pick. I always try and give books around Christmas. I think they're a lovely present that stands the test of time rather than lasts the test of time, but this one is brilliant. So first up I should say that this was a gift. I didn't find this myself, I was actually sent it, but I had to talk about it because it is so cute. So it's a company called the Laser Boutique. I hadn't heard of them, but they make all this amazing wooden products or collections, and they laser in different messages and words and names, and this is their Christmas Dear Santa board. So if you love this, you need to order it before December 1 to get it in time. The service was again fantastic, and they told me that they close their books on December 1, so you need to order this now. But I thought this is something that you could use year in and year out, and it is a little tray for your kids to leave a little drink for Father Christmas, a carrot for his reindeer, maybe a little treat. I thought it would be something really fun to bring out year in and year out. And I love that my children's names are on the bottom, so you can have your children's names added to it. But I thought this was a great kind of heirloom piece, and Laser Boutique, it's clever. So check them out, Laser Boutique, place your orders before December 1, and yeah, I think this would make a special gift on Christmas Eve. So, given the nature of what I do, I always try and buy something cooking related for my children. And this was also gifted. This is from the Great Little Trading Company, who are one of my favourite toy companies for children. Their whole focus is on sustainable toys that are well made, and they have a sort of campaign called Buy Wood, Buy Once, but everything is beautifully made. The pieces that I have bought from them myself really have lasted the test of time, and the children love playing with them. And I think what's great about this is it's a small, manageable size. So yes, my kids have a bigger kitchen, actually also from the Great Little Trading Company, but I feel like this is something I could carry downstairs and put on the table in the kitchen, and they could play with it. So if you're limited for space, I think this is a brilliant mini kitchen. It does come in parts, and I assembled this, and if I can do it, anyone can. The instructions were really simple, and they included extra bolts and screws and things in the box. It was very kind of thoughtfully presented. This is the Piccolo cafe, and I suppose the idea is pasta and pizza. So you have a little pizza oven in the back here, and a little cooking pot on the back for cooking pasta, and then all the different accessories down here for pizza toppings, and there are also some really nice felt pasta bows. I think this is only really suitable from 3 years plus. Please check the website to see what the age recommendation is, but I think this is beautifully made. It's a great size, and this one I'm going to be giving to my son and daughter at Christmas. I'm going to put it under the tree, all made up for them, and I think they will really enjoy it. So Great Little Trading Company, thank you so much for the gift, and this is definitely one of my top picks. So that is all the children's things that we have gone through that are part of this special Christmas highlight session. This is now for tired parents, and I'm definitely one of those. I think this year is more crazy than ever with 2 kids. I feel like George knows a lot more what's going on this year for Christmas, and I'm sure you're feeling the heat too, especially now that my daughter is in big school. There's every day a different activity or theatre or play or something to remember. So if you're feeling tired, I thought this would be such a lovely present to give to someone, or buy for yourself even. This is from Aromatherapy Associates. They are one of my favourite brands, and they do essential oils. This one is a whole set of all their best-selling essential oils. This was also a gift, but I buy their products myself anyway. Everything from deep relax to light relax, de-stress, morning, revive. I think these are all the things that as parents we want. It's great value because you actually get a second tray of essential oils as well. They're for the bath or the shower, and there's a little explanation inside of what everything is. But I think that is just a lovely present that would last out the year, and you could really use like an oil every month, and it would take you up to November next year. So that is a lovely gift for someone. If there are any hubbies watching, I think this would be great, and any wives watching, I think this would be great for hubbies too. But yeah, for the tired parent, I have to say it smells amazing already. This is fantastic. This is a beautiful notebook set from a brand called The Inspired Stories. There are 3 founders, and this is one that they kindly gifted to me. They can have your name embossed onto them, so this one says Mimi. But this is the beautiful lined notebook. This is in our gift guide as well. Love the cream design with the gold stars. They also sent me this planner for next year, 2020. I think for any tired parent, as useful as my phone is, it's really nice to be able to write down what I'm doing for the week. Everything's laid out on one page for the week, which I love, and it's got separate to-do lists in the side, including like priorities and reflections. The whole ethos of this company is about setting goals and being the best version of yourself. They're sort of very mindful in their approach, and everything is beautifully made. So they are one of my top finds for the holidays. and I think this would make a great stocking filler and would help you set your goals for the year ahead. So the inspired stories, they're linked in our gift guide, check them out. So we're returning to the White Company, they are popping up in the gift guide again. These are things that can be won in our 12 days of giving, which is going to start on December 1, and the White Company are taking one of the days. So if you are a White Company fan, you need to check every day between December 1 and December 12 to know which day is their giveaway. We're working with 12 brands, there will be 12 prizes and 12 winners, and I am so upset that I can't enter myself because some of the prizes are amazing. It is literally our best year ever. So that's coming up, and this is for the White Company winner. But what they have sent is part of their winter fragrance collection, and their winter fragrance, if you haven't smelt it, literally smells of Christmas and the holidays. It is my favourite fragrance at this time of year. So this is the whopping Indulgence scented candle. It is stunning, and I think on a coffee table this would look amazing and would make your house smell amazing. So whoever's winning this, I'm really jealous because I slightly want to keep it. And you also get a cozy night set, which has a smaller candle inside it and also a pair of cashmere bed socks. So for any tired parents, this would be the dream. But yeah, whoever you are, you're a lucky winner, and any part of the winter fragrance collection from the White Company is always my top pick at this time of year. So given that I write about food and cooking, I thought it would be useful to do a few items from the homeware section of the holiday edit. Next up is Joseph & Joseph, or Joseph Joseph. They are the most brilliant brand. They do innovative designs. I always find new solutions for the kitchen on their website, and I'm a massive fan of their Nest prep sets. This one is called the Nest 100 Prep and Store, and I love it because the bowls within the Nest are made from stainless steel, which I find really practical. You get 4 bowls, all in different sizes, and I think this would be so useful for preparing meals over the holidays, particularly with kids where you might have to pop a lid on something and come back to it, or prep foods ahead so that they're ready and you can just warm them through. They have these fantastic non-slip grip bases. So again, they're not going to be pulled or slide off tabletops. And they all stack into each other, so they will fit nicely in a kitchen drawer or cupboard. And each bowl comes with its own lid. Here they are, they all fold into each other, but you've got one for each side so you can seal whatever's in the bowl. I think this is the best present for someone who's into cooking or whoever's in charge of making food over the holidays. And I think this is also great if you're doing some cooking with kids because of the non-slip bases. So well done, Joseph Joseph, these are fabulous. These are definitely part of our holiday edit. So we've got a couple of pieces to finish, which are really lovely items for your special Christmas lunch or any fun meals or big celebrations that you're having over the holidays. This is from the SOPHIE CONRAN collection for Portmeirion. Portmeirion is a sort of historic China brand within England, but SOPHIE CONRAN has designed a collection for them with the kind of winter season in mind. And I think the designs are so beautiful and work beautifully across the whole winter period. So I've added a few items from the collection into our holiday edit, and I thought I would show you these lovely little bowls, which I think would be super useful for anything from olives to sauces and things that you might be eating throughout the holidays. So that's that little set. And I also invested in this beautiful platter, which I think is just fabulous. And if you're doing big bowls of roasted veggies or anything like that, these are beautiful. They're so nicely made and they're a lovely weight. And I just think the design is lovely before or after Christmas actually. But yeah, check out the collection. We've chosen our favourite pieces from it on the holiday edit. So we've done the whole roundup, and this is the last piece that I wanted to show you. This is from ANTHROPOLOGIE, and they have done a small range with a company called Rifle Paper Company. You may have seen that they normally do cards, which are lovely, and not just Christmas cards, but birthday cards and greeting cards and thank you cards. But they have this lovely Nutcracker design, and I thought these plates were so beautiful and really special for cake or little treats that you might have. I bought I think this is the dessert plate, and I bought a set of 10, but they do some lovely big platters as well. I think children will love them too because they've got the gingerbread man on them and angels and the Nutcracker. They're just really festive. They can't go in the dishwasher, you do have to hand wash them, but I feel like they're a special piece and something to enjoy if you're having special lunches at home with your family. So that is my top picks from this year's holiday edit for Mimi's Bowl. If you go onto the website, I have linked all of the products that are included here today in the gift guide and so many more. They are affiliate links mostly, so if you swipe through, we do take a small commission off the sale, which helps us set the time aside to compile something like the holiday edit, which is a bit of a labour of love. But I hope you'll find some really special pieces on there to help you enjoy the holidays with your little ones and your family.